7 famous people who died of alcoholism. 1. Amy Winehouse laughed at her drinking problem. She released her single Rehab in 2006. The song made her internationally famous. Winehouse was known as a drunk in the UK. Tabloids described her as promiscuous. Winehouse was in rehab several times. She was clean from drugs and recovering from alcoholism, but she had a relapse. Winehouse died of alcohol poisoning at 27. Authorities found 3 bottles of vodka in her room. Her blood alcohol was about 5 times the legal limit. Amy's brother Alex said she had been battling bulimia. The eating disorder had weakened her body. 2. Vern Troyer drank himself to death. The actor had a history of depression. Troyer was hospitalized for alcohol addiction in 2017. He openly addressed his alcoholism. Troyer died of alcohol intoxication in 2018. He spent the final 3 weeks of his life in hospital. 3. O. Henry was a celebrity at the time of his death, but his death is often glossed over. His success brought many pressures. O. Henry turned to alcohol for comfort. He suffered from cirrhosis, but kept drinking. O. Henry was hospitalized on June 3, 1910. He checked in under a false name to avoid reporters. He died 2 days later. 4. F. Scott Fitzgerald had a family history of alcoholism. He began drinking heavily at Princeton. Fitzgerald would start fights at parties while drunk. He was thrown in jail on many occasions. Fitzgerald was hospitalized for alcoholism 8 times. His secretary would take out his empty bottles in secret. Fitzgerald didn't want his neighbors to see them. He tried to quit several times. He drank up to 40 Cokes a day to stay sober, but he was unsuccessful. Fitzgerald's drinking weakened his heart. He died of a heart attack at age 44. 5. Dolores O'Riordan drank to forget. The Cranberries singer was sexually abused as a child. O'Riordan couldn't keep sleeping pills around. She admitted she tried to overdose in 2013. She also developed anorexia. O'Riordan accidentally drowned in her bathtub in 2018. She had talked to her mother the same night. The mother said O'Riordan sounded sober, but O'Riordan was too drunk to notice she was drowning. Many people theorized it was suicide. 6. Gary Moore died on vacation in Spain in 2011. The Irish guitarist was staying in a hotel with his girlfriend. She said Moore had been fine all day. Then he suddenly stopped breathing. She called for help and tried to resuscitate him, but it was too late. The initial diagnosis was a heart attack. Tests showed it had been brought on by alcoholism. Other hotel guests saw Moore binge drinking. The amount of alcohol in Moore's blood was lethal. 7. Oliver Reed died while filming Gladiator. Reed promised not to drink during the production. He was only drinking on weekends. Reed was on a break in a pub in Malta. He encountered a crew of sailors. Reed challenged them to a drinking match. He had 2 pints before he collapsed on the floor. He died on the way to the hospital. Gladiator was completed using a body double and CGI.